speaking on camera, it's very much like making love to a beautiful woman, Nate.
Is it? What if what if you're doing it at this? What if you're making love to a beautiful woman on camera?
Nate, you clown. No one makes love anymore. That's for sailors.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Foosball Focus. I'm Nate Carlson from Lincoln, Nebraska.
And I'm Joe, and I'm also from Bristol, England.
And this is your source for foosball news, highlights, stats, analysis, and everything foosball.
Now don't forget to like the video and subscribe to show your support, guys, and not miss any future videos. As we said last week, if you want to be entered into the free prize giveaway, then comment on this video. Who doesn't want a free prize, Nate?
And all you have to do is comment. It's so easy. Now this week, of course, was the second week of the points race, and if you don't know the current standings, make sure to watch last week's episode to catch up. The tournament this week was an open DYP, so lots of fun and interesting teams for this one. Right, Joe?
Oh, absolutely, Nate. Now remember, each week we film the most interesting match and we call it the match of the week. Now this week's match of the week, week, was the final. So without further ado, let's meet the players.
Alright, on the left side of the table we have the #1 locally ranked player, Mr. Joe Hamilton. Joe's been playing foosball for just about 10 years now. Joe is clearly a very strong forward player and usually shoots a snake shot when he has the ball on his 3-row. Playing in the defensive position is Brad Kuszak, who has been playing foosball for a good 7 years and shoots, and I quote, the best goddamn pull shot in the state.
And on the right side of the table, you've seen him before, Justin West in the forward position. Played for about 10 years now, likes people taking pictures of him while he's urinating, not sure what that's about. Shoots a bloody good, damn good, bloody good snake shot. And is playing with Mark Davis in the goalie position. Mark has been playing since, I believe, electricity was invented. He tells me 20 years, I don't believe him. He shoots a snake shot up front, although also shoots a push kick, and I would say he's one of the best all-round players in Lincoln.
This week we're doing something a little different with the match in full video. We have decided to add a little commentary so that it's not boring. Unfortunately, half of it will be in British, so sorry if you can't figure any of it out. Click here to go watch it.
Brad and myself versus Justin and Mark on paper was an intriguing one. You had Justin and myself making back-to-back finals in the points race, and again on paper the rankings of each team looked fairly even. However, Justin and Mark hadn't read the script. They came out with great energy and focus and strong defensive game plans in both positions. Mark came up with 2 points from goalie, and Justin's passing and scoring numbers were looking great early on, and in no time at all they had destroyed us 5-1 in the first game. As things moved into the second game, Brad and I began to find a foothold in the match. Brad was starting to build a strong defense, and there was a lot more productivity going on by myself in the forward position. Suddenly I was scoring at a decent rate, and Brad and I were running away with the second game. There was a little glimmer of hope in game 2 when Mark and Justin switched, with Justin scoring from goal, but it was short-lived as Brad and I ran out 5-1 winners in the second game. Things started out pretty tight at the beginning of Game 3, with each team getting one of the first 2 points for a 1-1 tie. From that moment on, Brad and I started to control the match due to some excellent blocking from Brad and a mixture of good shooting and sneaky play from myself. At 2-1 in the final game, I scored a tic-tac shot which gave us a 2-point lead, and truth be told, we never looked back from there.
Alright, Joe, I bet you can't wait to see how great you are, can you? Tell us how this one went down, Joe.
Nate, I'd like to sit here and tell you it was plain sailing, but I can't. That would be lying. I would be a liar. And if there's 2 things I don't tolerate in this world, it's lying and male ballet.
Those are the only 2 things? So you're fine with nuclear war?
More so than ballet? Male ballet? What's the point? Truth be told, Nate, it was a very swingy match, and we got absolutely battered in the first game, 5-1. The only reason we were able to pull out this match is because I raised my percentage on the 3-bar, and Brad built a defense which will be forever known as the Great Wall of China.
Alright, let's take a look at the overall numbers here for the match. You guys seem actually pretty even on the 5R.
Yeah, as you can see, both Justin and I passed around that 35% mark. The difference was the shooting of Justin this match was way down compared to where it was last week. That was all Brad's doing, to be honest. He really came up huge defensively in this one. It was pretty funny. In the first game, Brad touched the ball once, and all he did was get stuffed. And I thought, oh, great. But by the end of the game, I could hear him imitating Dikembe Mutombo going, no, 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 not in my house. That was my impression of Dikembe Mutombo, by the way. But all I'm saying in general is that Brad was a blocking machine in this match. And Mark actually really put up some great numbers as well from goal. He didn't shot block as well as Brad, but he came up big in other ways by scoring 3 points without getting stuffed or turning the ball over once for the entire match. So cracking work, goalies.
Definitely solid blocking all around. Now, you said Justin has one of the best snake shots around here. So how do you explain his low shooting percentage in this match, Joe?
Well, Nathaniel, in its simplest essence, offensive foosball is about taking what the defense gives you. Justin's snake shot can hit the corners so fast and it's so long that sometimes I honestly think he just forgets about the third main option on a snake shot. That is, of course, the straight. You can see from the image that he mixed it up between the push and the pull side very well, but he didn't attempt one single straight. And I actually think it was open more than he could recognize, and shooting a couple of straights would have actually opened up the corners more because Brad would have had to play him more honest and cover the straight.
Congrats to Brad Kuszak and Mr. Joe Hamilton here for winning the final match of the night. 2 games to 1. Good work there, buddy. That leaves you in first place.
Oh, cheers, mate. Congrats to everyone in the top 3 then tonight. Myself and Brad winning, Justin and Mark taking second, and Evan and Neil taking a well-deserved 3rd place. And this is how it affects the overall standings. In first place we have myself. In second place, Justin on 14 points. And in third place is a tie at the moment between Evan and Brad, who are both on 13 points. So you can see that first place really has helped Brad skyrocket up the standings. Alright, and that's just about going to wrap up this week's episode, guys. Please like the video if you liked it. A lot of work goes into these things. Show your support. Subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any future videos. And of course, comment on the video below if you want to win free things. Who doesn't want to win free things?
Alright, now I'm going to go lube my rod.
Don't you have some balls to wash, Nate?
Oh, nope.
And once again, just in case you missed it, guys, here is the link to episode number 2, which was the first week of the points race.